You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Oh, here we go! Yo, welcome back to the show. Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com. It is now Wednesday, October 27th. Good morning, Powers.
Good morning, Beef.
Good morning, everyone out there. Thank you for tuning in. I am starting off the show slightly annoyed. I'm not going to lie to you, but we're still going to have a great show lined up for you.
We are. I'll cheer you up.
All right, that's good. Well, it's good to have you back.
Yay.
Now, I'm feeling, you were out sick. Now, I'm feeling a little stuffy myself right now. I'm not sick, but I'm definitely feeling like something's knocking on my door. And it's because I was hanging out with my girlfriend's parents last night for dinner. And my girlfriend and her dad, they're hilarious. They get sick, quote unquote sick, but they never admit they're sick. It's always allergies. Oh, no, I got allergies. I'm very stuffy. I feel like I got a little fever. It's those allergies, the things in the air. Like, I'm not sure about that. Doesn't seem like there's too many allergies going around right now, but there are viruses going around right now.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, no. So it's allergies, totally allergies. My girlfriend did this weekend. She's like, oh, yeah, my allergies are killing me. I'm like, you actually sound sick. So, we loaded up NyQuil, took the COVID test. She was COVID negative, but, still it loaded her up with all the things you would give somebody who was sick. And she still would be like, oh, no, it's just allergies. She won't admit that she was sick. And so last night I'm having dinner with her dad, and he's sitting right next to me, and he's just like, I'm like, you doing okay, Don? And he's like, oh, yeah, no, it's just allergies, And I'm like, I don't know, man. And he's like, yeah, it's weird, too, because I normally don't feel this way with allergies. I'm like, oh, yeah, you don't get sick with your allergies. Yeah, so maybe it's not allergies. And he's like, no, it's totally allergies. And I'm like, okay. So I'm not going to argue with my girlfriend's dad.
Yeah.
He's a sweet man. And so I'm just like, but in my mind, I'm like, it's not allergies. So anyways, long story short, I woke up and I caught his allergies. Did you know
what are the odds
that allergies are contagious?
I didn't know. It must be those allergies.
Yeah.
I must be allergic to the allergies.
I'm allergic to allergies. So that's got a weird thing going on. All right. Just so immediately I checked the pollen count on my phone. What's the pollen like in the air? They're like, oh, no, pollen's 0, but colds are going around. They're running rampant. But the good news is Dr. Fauci just announced that we're officially out of pandemic.
Did he?
He did. He absolutely did. Yeah. So, which is weird, too, because on my Instagram page, more and more people are getting COVID left and right. Bands are canceling and postponing tours. Our good friends, the Stone Foxes, they just hit the road and they had to cancel some gigs because somebody got COVID in their camp. So, I mean, COVID's still out there. It just, we're at the point where, it's a strain that's so diluted that fortunately for us, our human bodies can handle it mostly, unless you got tons of comorbidities. Obviously, if you've been vaccinated, and you've gotten COVID, it hasn't really affected you that much. That's all great news. So, to have Dr. Fauci, to which I mean polarizing figure, some people love him, some people hate him, but to still say, hey, yeah, we're officially past that pandemic part.
Yeah.
Mark the date. And nobody even... I didn't even see that many headlines about it. This should be a big celebration moment. Like, woo, we did it, everybody. But everyone's all pissed off that we went through it in the first place. Yeah. Nobody cares that it's over. It's like, hey, this is, I think, technically over.
Well, did he go and announce it on Twitter? And everyone's like, Elon Musk. They just can't pay attention to anything else.
Maybe. But yeah, I mean, I felt like we should be celebrating a little bit more. In fact, hold on. I got to at least do something. I mean, if America's not going to do it, we have to do it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, because we look.
What is your independent country called? Beeftopia? Where?
Yeah, no, Beefghanistan.
Beefghanistan.
Yeah. But the thing is with this, it needs to be celebrated because the pandemic sucked for all of us. All of us, it sucked. A lot of people lost money. Obviously lost loved ones.
Yeah.
So we are officially, let me announce this again.
Oh my goodness. Look at him go. Oh, get it done. Get it done. I'm excited. You got to see what's going on in the studio.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially out of the pandemic. If you're happy to lick doorknobs and kiss strangers again, make some noise.
Oh, yeah. Come on. We're out of the pandemic, baby. Why aren't you guys screaming from the rooftops being happy that we're done with this pandemic? I can't be happier. And to celebrate with you guys today, I'm going to hook you up with tickets for Five Finger Death Punch.
Oh.
I'm going to hook you up with VIP upgrades to Mammoth WVH.
Oh.
And I'm going to hook you up with tickets to Chris Rock. Slap.
Oh, man.
It
Look at
slaps.
that.
It slaps. So we're celebrating all morning long. Let's get it going with some Red Hot Chili Peppers. Got your morning moron coming up next. And if you just want to shout out celebrations and let us know what you're grateful for being past pandemic, you can call us all morning long, baby. 600 KFMA, that's 600-5362. It's Rock 102.1. Let's go. What you didn't hear there was me playing Celebration, but that's okay because we would have been muted anyways. Let's get on the podcast broadcast stream here. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. It's the podcast broadcast, the only podcast that's live on the radio. And joining me, of course, is streamer Nick. We got Powers, and wait a second. I smell weed, Powers. Do you smell that?
Dude, it smells like a week ago.
Oh, yeah. We got Hotrock Supajoint joining us on the podcast broadcast as well. Good morning, Hotrock.
What's going on, homies? Yeah, we're on the pandemic. It's the pandemic now, yo.
It's the pandemic, yes. So we have a lot to cover on the podcast broadcast. Plus, we're going to have a brand new movie hack from Hotrock that you can exclusively see on our Facebook page or youtube.com/beefvegan by joining the podcast broadcast stream. So all that more coming up this hour. So keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Got System of a Down coming up after Hailstorm. Here's Back from the Dead. Clear. All right. Yes, welcome, everybody, and say hello to Nick. Nick is joining us on the podcast broadcast stream, and this is his first time in studio as well, so we're welcoming Nick, open arms, as we get ready for this Friday's last game of the Tucson Roadrunners. Going to have a full-blown party, and Hotrock, we'll start off with apologizing to you for not being able to make it to your birthday party stream. There was just no way we could pull it off, man. And I blame Powers.
I jumped in there. I was watching it. I left comments. I called on the I didn't call. I heard one macho man, Randy Powers, may have called in on 420.
He did.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yes. And I was watching too, but I was lurking. I just lurk. Yeah. But you had a great birthday celebration. You've been having a great week here with 420. You're not even done celebrating, right?
Oh, hell no, homie. We got an awesome show lined up tonight. I'm rolling weed right now. It's
nice.
Great, yo.
Yeah, what do you got going on for tonight?
Tonight we got like 10 new songs that nobody's never heard before. We got
nice.
A bunch of cartoons, and then my homie Ted Hazard, who's one of the guys who always has been like giving us stuff each week. He's got a new cartoon that just debuted at the Jim Thorpe Film Festival in Pennsylvania called Devil to Pay. And a bunch of people that watch the Super Show are part of this cartoon, music-wise and stuff, and voice-wise. And I think I even got like a voice acting role in this cartoon. So I'm real excited to watch a full episode tonight on the show.
Oh, that's going to be sick, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So how long is the episode? Do you know?
It's going to be 2 hours, homies. It's easily 2 hours.
Not about your stream. I'm talking about the Jim Thorpe, the cartoon.
I think it's like a 10-minute episode, 10 or 11 minutes, like one of those 15-minute numbers. So it's like 11.
Right. Awesome. All right. So let me address some technical issues first. And then maybe you've experienced this too, Hotrock, because Hotrock streams his show every Weedsness night, which is today at 7 p.m. Superjoint.com to be able to get in on those streams. And you stream all over the place, but YouTube is your preferred outlet, right?
Well, it's got to be YouTube tonight because Facebook gave me the boot for 3 days because I posted something I shouldn't be posting, yo.
Yeah,
What'd you post?
Yeah, something about peace and love and weed.
I said I love weed, and then they said, "Oh, you're blocked for 3 days." Actually,
what?
I used They got a red background that's got like little leaves, and I took that red background and I made it green so it looked like weed leaves. And then they busted me for changing colors on a background, yo.
Oh, that's some
what are their
bullshit.
backgrounds? It's total bullshit, homie.
Well, only 3 days, but still, I mean, it's the bad timing all around.
Yeah.
All right, James
Elon
asked-
Musk wouldn't do that to me, yo.
No,
on Twitter.
Elon Musk would not. Yesterday, we broke down a long Twitter thread from the former Reddit CEO talking about how it's not going to be easy for Elon if he thinks he's going to come in and just be like Wild West in that shit and solving the problems. He's like, the problems are a lot more complicated than it seems. So it gave me a little added perspective on that, and good luck to everyone involved, really. But it's still, any change is good. Let's shake things up a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's party it up.
As long as I can still watch porn on Twitter, I'm cool, homie.
Yeah, in fact, I was not all about. I was late to the Twitter bandwagon, even though I've had a Twitter page since 2010. I never really went on it, and then my last job, they're like, "What are you doing? That's where you get all the fucking news." And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess I should go on it." And then they're like, "Also titties," and I'm like, "What?" And I check it every day, everywhere.
I didn't know that either.
Oh, dude, watch here. Go into say today's Wednesday. So let's see. Let's just try this. I'm gonna go to my Twitter and I'm gonna go into the search and I'm just gonna put in Wet Wednesday, right?
Oh no.
See, Hotrock knows what's going on. So then I go Wet Wednesday.
I don't know any of these hashtags.
No, I don't even
my
know this is a
goodness.
hashtag. So I just
I'm
put that
just
in
guessing.
because phonetically, yeah. And then boom. And then what do you got? You got porn on porn on porn.
Wow, I
Wet
didn't know.
T-shirts. That's just a girl
Oh, that's-
doing herself with a
Holy
dilly.
jeez.
That's just shower, girl in a shower. Boom. Wet Wednesday. That's all you have to do. Then you can do Thirsty Thursday, F me
Free-
Friday,
I didn't know that.
Suck me Sunday. What? The possibilities are endless, and yeah, it's uncensored, and it's the adults' playground.
So
man.
wait, is this what Elon wants to clean up, or does he
No.
not? What's the
No,
deal?
he's gonna keep that.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of Suck Me Sunday. But you know, he wants to just clear up. There has been some hypocrisies when it
He
comes
wants-
to.
He wants to
Right.
get rid of that kid that's chasing around his jet. Have you heard about the kid who's been posting where Elon Musk's jet is?
Yes.
Every day?
Yeah.
And so he spent $44 billion so he doesn't have some kid chasing his jet around anymore.
That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, just blocking that kid alone, and he's like, "Okay, I'm done."
That's it. That's all I needed. That's all the only change I needed to make, homies.
Fixed it. Right. Yeah, this kid, he's such a genius. He basically has a Twitter thread where he just tracks Elon Musk's private jet. And every day he's just like, Elon's here today. Elon's over here today. And it's flowing over here. And so
I guess
that's really.
Elon tried to offer him some cash, and the kid's like, "No, I want a Tesla." And Elon's no. And so the guy's
Yeah.
like, "Well, then your jet's here, homie."
Yeah, yeah. And all he was asking for was one Tesla.
One car. Just
Yeah.
one car, yo.
Yeah, it's like game recognized game. I mean,
Exactly.
Elon built his fortune off of PayPal, right? And that wasn't necessarily an original idea from Elon. So he kind of like took that idea, he ran with it, and he's very successful with it. That's what initially built the foundation that is Elon Musk today. So if anything, you should recognize that this kid had the ingenuity to come up with something that people were going to follow, and it was very clever to say the least. At least reward the kid with a fucking Tesla, man.
Exactly. Even an old one. Give him one of the old Teslas. Just give him a
Right.
Tesla. Yo.
One of the defect ones.
Yeah, the kid
So-
also tracked Russian ships.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this kid's a hero. All right, we got 15 seconds. Gonna get live on the air, and we're talking about are you a bad neighbor? All right, so we're gonna find out. I have a feeling
Yes.
that Hotrock is the best kind of neighbor,
You're right.
and then we'll do a debut for another Hotrock movie hack.
Heck yeah.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. It's the podcast broadcast, and of course, via satellite, we got Hotrock Supajoint joining us. So let me break down this list and ask you the question: what makes you a good neighbor? If I was to ask you both, Nick, Powers, what's something you could do as a neighbor that would make you and consider yourself a good neighbor?
putting out my neighbor's grill when it's like engulfed in flames.
Okay, so coming over and being like an amateur firefighter.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty nice of you. What about you, Powers?
I honestly think just being friendly, like when you see them, don't ignore your neighbors. Like just give a wave or a smile or ask how's it going.
Yeah, all right. What about you, Hot Rock?
You know, in the 50s, how they'd be all like, can I borrow a cup of sugar? I mean, like, if they need a cup of weed, I'll hook them up, yo.
A whole cup?
A whole
then,
cup.
I'm buying the house next to you.
Yes.
When do we move?
You're right. Now, I looked through this list of what people said. 92% of people consider themselves a good neighbor. After reading this list, I consider myself a terrible neighbor. Now, the person next door to me, I think, is like running a business out there. They're the best neighbors possible. They're not around and they boarded up their windows. Could be a crack house, could be a drop house, whatever. Don't ask, don't tell. You know what I mean? As long as they're not complaining about me, then I don't complain about them. And that makes me a great neighbor. But I know that I've been social with the neighbor a door over, and I've lived in apartments, and I've had like shared a wall neighbor type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, I like purposely try to avoid interactions on a daily basis. Here's some things that make you a good neighbor. If you lend things like a power washer or fire pump or tire pump.
Weed.
Yeah, I mean, Powers is technically my neighbor. He lent me a weed whacker. I broke it, and I haven't given it back. I'm a bad neighbor.
And it's my roommates, so I'm a bad roommate.
Yeah, you're a terrible roommate. Pick up litter out front. That just seems like a little Mr. Do-Body. I don't know. I don't like that.
I do that, but I do it on my own property. I don't walk around the neighborhood doing that.
Well, the number one thing that apparently makes you a good neighbor, according to this list, is accept packages or deliveries when you're away.
Brian nailed it.
Oh yeah, Brian
Brian's
said
down
that
there on
the
the street
podcast.
says, knock on their door if you see a package outside.
Right. Yeah. Well, in this day and age of all these porch pirates, I guess that is the number one thing you could do to make yourself a good neighbor. Besides that, don't call the cops on them and you're golden.
Yeah.
So now we know. We'll keep breaking down the list on the podcast broadcast stream. Plus, get ready to debut Hotrock Supajoint's latest movie hack. It's Thor Love and Thunder, the Love and Thunder. But what are you calling it, Hotrock?
It's Thor, Love and Thunder, and weed.
Yeah, nice. We're going to see that on the podcast broadcast stream and so much more coming up next on Beef Vegan Presents. So keep it right here. Clear. All right.
You know what I'm waiting for, Hot Rock, is my turning green, homie.
My turning green?
Yeah, I suggested that to him like 2 months ago.
Turning red.
Yep, the turning red to do it turning green, homie.
Oh my God, I watched it. I can still do this. I don't do them after I watch the movie. I can't do it because it's the movie, But as long as I don't know what the movie's about, I can totally do a preview hack of that thing.
Right.
That's funny. You could change the hue and make her turn green, I bet.
Oh, yes.
Instead of red.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's funny.
And then you get kicked off of Facebook for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
How dare you change colors, Hot Rock? Do you have a picture of that you can show on the stream, or would that actually get me booted from Facebook as well?
I can say, I can't get you a link right now because it's on my phone. I'd have to get off the phone to be able to send you the link.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, that's brutal again, but
it's on my Instagram story. There's the little picture of it is on my Instagram story if you want to check that out.
Okay, yeah, I'll pull up the Instagram right now. I just got this shared to me by Danny Cutler, my radio wife up in Phoenix. Someone posted that Elon Musk has decided to buy all of South Tucson for $5.99 and a bag of hot Cheetos.
That's fair.
That's breaking news.
That's a fair.
Breaking
Sounds
news.
about
Yeah,
right.
yeah, for sure. As long as it's like family size bag of hot Cheetos, I think it's good. I think we made out like champs. All right, so it's in your stories here, Hot Rock.
Yes, sir. It's like the third one, I think.
Yeah, and you guys can follow Hot Rock as well at Supajoint. He's always doing cool stuff. All right, let me share this real quick. See what we got. Superjoint. Now it's Instagram, so there won't be any titties. But you should check out Hot Rock's Twitter, where he posts titty pics all the time.
My kid.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. So this is what you did. So yeah, all you did was simply, because this is a basic background. We all use them. I just use the fire one as a background when you just do like typing any kind of text to make it like picture text. All you did was change it to weed. How did you do that first off?
I just took it's a red background. It's like red leaves. And so I brought it into another program and changed it into green. That's all I did, homie.
That's all you did. So you didn't even change the leaves to look like weed leaves. That's how they normally look anyways.
Those are those leaves, and they're normally red. I made them green. I mean, I'm looking through it, and I don't think I said anything on that thing.
No,
It
you
said,
didn't.
like, it says content call. Send me your stuff. That's all I said, yo.
Yeah,
And they're
man.
like,
Well,
Facebook,
yeah. Well, seriously, that's bullshit. And I didn't even realize, but this background is definitely weed leaves. These are 7-leaf leaves right here.
exactly, homie. Those are weed leaves, but they're red. It's like, who smokes red leaves, yo? I
Right,
don't.
right. Yeah. So, like, what is that? Big Tobacco's pushing this? What is the deal?
Facebook
But
and Big Tobacco.
yeah, man, I totally thought for a second that you just customized those leaves to turn them into weed leaves, but they're weed leaves. And you just pointed it out by making it green. So if anything, you're pointing out their hypocrisy there, man. Wow. You're onto something.
Hypocrites. They're hypocrites. Facebook's hypocrites, yo.
Yeah. It's like, because you guys are subconsciously trying to get our youth to share these weed images to get them all like on the weed, but you want them on the red weed. What is that? Fentanyl laced weed? Fuck you, Facebook.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I said it.
And we got like, I mean, so we do the meme hacks each week. We do the meme dump and we check out all the memes. And I got like 14 memes tonight, and they're all weed memes. And I found them all on Facebook. So Facebook kicking me off for some green leaves after I just pulled 14 memes off their site. It's just silly. It just makes me so mad. It just makes me want to smoke weed and chill the fuck out, yo.
Yeah. That's good. You know, I think that's a good idea. In fact, actually, instead of smoking weed, since I can't technically do that, what I can do is get high off of one of your movie hacks. And this one is a movie that I'm very excited about. Now, of course, we got Doctor Strange coming out next week.
Yeah.
And then shortly after that, we're going to have Thor Love and Thunder. So, you know, we were waiting forever for them to drop a trailer for Thor Love and Thunder. In fact, it was a record short amount of time leading into a movie that they actually released this trailer. And it's a short trailer. So it makes me ask a lot of questions. But really, one of the main reasons why I was so excited about the trailer to drop is because I wanted to see Hot Rock's movie hack version of it. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here is the review of Thor, Love and Thunder, and Weed, a Hot Rock movie hack.
This is Supajoint movie preview hack, yo. Yeah. Oh my God, I gotta get to that dispensary before it closes. Fuck, it feels like I've been running a long time. Holy shit, they already burned up all that weed. Fuck. Guess I'm gonna have to grow my own. Oh shit, that's my axe. I thought that was a weed plant. I wonder if Groot was a weed plant. Oh my God, he was. Look at this giant weed plant I got, yo. Now I just gotta sit here and wait to harvest, homies. Oh shit, it's time, yo. I'm sick of being the god of thunder in this pantheon. I want to be the god of weed. But first I gotta get rid of this pot belly, yo, so I can smoke it. Kablam, I'm jacked as fuck.
How do you lose weight that fast?
Where's the dispensary at, yo?
Yo, Thor, there's a dispensary next galaxy over. Get in the spaceship.
I gotta pee first, homies. I'm gonna go up this mountain. I'll be right back. I feel so much better, yo. Damn, this gotta be the craziest Uber I ever been on, yo. Yo, was the dispensary just back there? I got some weed, yo. You need a hit? Pass me that shit. Oh God, that's some good weed, yo. Damn, I feel awesome. I gotta be the god of that strain, homies. Oh my God, I'm the god of weed now, yo. Yeah. Wait a minute, I can't grow weed in this cold climate. We need to go back to Asgard, yo.
It's Asgard.
Oh, isn't that what I said? Why these HOA meetings gotta be so long?
Thor, you could be the god of weed. That's cool and all, but you gotta be able to share with the rest of us, homie. You can't just be hoarding all that shit to yourself.
Don't call me a whore, yo.
I didn't say whore. I said hoard.
That's just whore, but like past tense, yo. Look, homie, you can't talk to me like that because I'll be the god of weed and of thunder, homies. I mean, I could be the god of love too if I found like some chick that was just like me that I could. Oh my God, homies. Did that be a female version of me? Oh my God, it totally do be. What's up, yo? Damn, is that a hammer in your hand or you just happen to see me? Yeah.
There you go. Hot Rock Supajoint's latest movie hack, Thor, Love and Thunder, and Weed. And what Powers pointed out to this morning, and I think other people may be commenting on it.
No, it was different. It was different. The one that, so James Gunn tweeted a picture of Lady Thor, but with the Peacemaker helmet on.
Okay. Yeah. It's very similar-esque, right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay. Let's see. Looking for the wrestling bit. Oh, I just got a message from the consultant because my consultant, right, is my least favorite fan, or he's not a fan, but you know he's nice. But so I post these little stories on the Rock 102.1 KFMA page, little highlights of the video podcast broadcast, as we do. Just kind of keep hitting them over the head with it, marketing the show. Someone's got to do it, and so it's guerrilla marketing, and it's great. Usually the click through rate is very high. sometimes 100% people watching every single story. Right. And I appreciate that, Hot Rock. What people don't know is as a admin, you can see who's watching and who's clicking and who's reacting, and I pay attention to that stuff. It's market research. And I see usually if I get a drop off of, say, if I get 99 people watching the first story and then it's 98 the second time, I'm like, who the fuck dropped out, man?
That's right.
And I'll look and it's Murphy, my consultant. And I'm like, dude, you're the one person paid to watch this. What is going on, man? And I call him out on it. And just the other day, after I called him out on it, I thought I fixed the problem. But I posted a nice little story of me doing a woman banging a cat joke. It was hilarious. And he didn't even get to the punchline, man. And I was like, dude, that was good. That was a good little punchline. In fact, I'll share it with you right now because I'm so proud of this story.
Let me see.
You didn't even watch it, did you, Powers?
I don't get them all. I don't go on Instagram every day. I don't care.
All right. Well, I do.
I don't mean about you. I mean, I don't care about Instagram every day. What can I tell you?
All right. So here, let me pull this up so I can share the story so you guys can see it. It's not that bad. And you guys on the broadcast stream, you've heard this part, obviously. This lady?
This is India, who I've just married. She's 5 years old. She's got 3 legs. I love her. We've not got a sexual relationship, but I never want to be without her. So she's going to be mine. India, the 3-legged cat.
Oh, yeah.
Legs.
Right. Now, she said that they don't have a sexual relationship, but they did until one of the legs broke off. All right. Let's keep the conversation moving to the podcast.
What is wrong?
Yeah,
with
see?
Horrible.
Yeah, no, that's great. Not horrible, but yeah, that was that was my joke of the day, basically. I was super proud of that one. But and then Sarah, I know you're on Twitch, and a lot of people are on Twitch, but yeah, you're like, Facebook is dead, Instagram is dead. Is everything dead? Because I'm still getting reactions.
Yeah.
Facebook is dying though. It's a slow death.
Yeah. And she's on Twitch. She's saying this.
She's on Twitch, but she's she's all over Twitter and things like that. But even Twitter has been on a downfall for a long time as far as users whatnot. Now, of course, people are excited that Elon Musk is owning it. Maybe that'll be an uptick, but we'll see exactly what that means. And it's still the jury's still out on that. Yeah. So we'll see.
We'll see what a megalomaniac decides to do when he's got one of the world's #1 social platforms.
I know. And he could very well be a megalomaniac, but I still want to have faith that, he's a genius and has an idea, and he's going to benefit humanity. Unfortunately, history is not necessarily back that up as far as his actions are concerned. He's done some things, but they've all been very self-serving. So, he might not be the messiah that everyone wants him to be. Is what I'm saying. So I'm not too quick to cast judgment or get my hopes up at the same time. When you've been disappointed your entire life, it's easy to be like, are you though? 44 billion because you're gonna do what? You're gonna help us? Are you though? How are you gonna help us? It's like, we could say Nazi on Twitter again and be like, hey, we're Nazis. No, that's not helping anybody.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not what he's trying to do.
No, he's not. He's not. That was an extreme example. But again, we'll see. But if you were joining the podcast yesterday, once I read that thread, the argument from the CEO of Reddit basically makes like, hey, man, shit's fucked up right now. So as much as free speech, it's everyone attacking everyone. Everyone wants to cancel everyone.
Yeah.
Every opposite side. So good luck with that, basically, was his mic drop moment.
Yeah.
So, all right. We're about to get back on the air here. And okay. Let's see which one. What am I gonna do? So many different directions to go. One involves a b-hole pick, which I think we'll just save for the podcast. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. So we're joined here on the podcast broadcast stream by Hotrock Supajoint as we're hanging out, breaking things down. And as we do, we just watched Thor Love and Thunder and Weed, a Hot Rock movie hack. I'm very excited about that. And you could rewatch that on our Facebook page, youtube.com/beefvegan. All right, let's get into this. As I'm going through my list for this morning, there's a breakdown of 6 people who all woke up from a coma speaking a different language. Have you guys ever heard this before, this phenomena?
Yeah.
This actually has happened. And a lot of people have tried to dispute this as something that, is like an anomaly, but not real. But it's very much real, because I got 6 different examples of people who have been in this exact situation and woke up speaking inexplicably.
An inexplicable amount?
No,
No.
that's not what I was saying at all. Obviously, inexplicable. But that's what I was trying to say. Powers, don't interrupt me. So, like, this guy Michael Boatwright, a 61-year-old Florida man, was found unconscious in Palm Springs, California, hotel room in 2013, and he was brought into the hospital there. And 4 months later, he woke up from his coma. He had no idea where he was, and on top of that, he spoke only Swedish. And he called himself Johan Eck, despite all his documents saying he was born in Florida as Michael Boatwright. Now, he went on to say, the guy, Michael, it wasn't me. I'm still Johan. And that's what he said through a translator. And, he was also visited by Sweden doctors who diagnosed the case as transient global amnesia in a figure state, and said it could have been brought on by a traumatic event, but he'd never been to Sweden before, and then woke up speaking that foreign language and having a whole different identity.
Huh.
Yes. So it's stories like this that make you believe in a life after death and reincarnation.
Oh, there you go.
What if this is a glitch in the Matrix, right? Somebody, like you pass away, and then you get reinserted, your subconscious, your conscious in your brain. And then that gets overwritten with the new material, but it takes something like getting into a coma to unlock that. And then boom, next thing you know, you're your old person.
Pretty wild.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit you over the head really hard.
All right.
Try to get you into a coma.
Okay.
See what language you speak when you wake up.
I'm banking on Klingon.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, you're nerdy enough for that. Yeah. But the thing is, you already speak Klingon, nerd. Yeah, so it's got to be a language you aren't fluent in.
Ooh, bleep. You might want to bleep that out. I'm sorry.
Oh, is that a Klingon curse word? Nobody cares.
Horribly.
Yeah, no one's going to bleep that.
It had no honor.
All right, here's another example of a Croatian team that woke up only speaking German. All right, an Australian man who speaks imperfect Mandarin following an accident. Right, so this happens time and time again. It happens so many times where it's not even fluke-like. So it's something to Google today. Go down the rabbit hole. Yeah, and we'll end it with this one. A British man might have learned Welsh than he thought, or might have. Yeah, an 81-year-old British man named Alan was evacuated to Wales during World War II, and when he was living there for a few months as a 10-year-old, he said that he learned a bit of Welsh, but he never learned the language. Then he moved back to England, and after the war, he lived there for 71 years before suffering a stroke that put him in a coma. 3 weeks later, he came out speaking Welsh and absolutely no English.
Wow.
So it was almost like he retained it, but he couldn't access it in his brain until he had his stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild, Beef.
I know. Thanks. All right. Maybe not the best radio segment, but yeah, just these are things that I come across on the internet where I'm like, oh, that's pretty interesting. Huh. And now I'm just trying to go into a coma myself. So I wake up speaking one language fluently because I still can't even master this English thing too well. All right, let's hit the reset. We'll keep the conversation moving on to podcast broadcast. Be back with more Beef Vegan Presents right after this. Clear. All right, maybe I didn't have as much lined up.
That was good radio. I don't know why you said that.
I hate it. I hate it, Powers out.
I'm intrigued.
No, you know what I was intrigued by? There was a couple things that we touched on today. We had a good morning moron, and then we had Nick in, which Nick, this happens with our streamers. Shout out to Manny and Anthony. It's like there's a lot going on, and you're used to watching it. So you're sitting there all silently, not chiming in. But guess what, Nick? You can fucking chime in. You're here.
You gotta throw to him. We're all professional.
I know.
Microphone handlers.
That is good.
What do I do with my hands? What do I do with my hands?
Yes.
He doesn't know.
All right. Well, then, Nick, I'm going to throw to you. What do you think about today's current political situation? Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. It's 6:15 and time for your morning moron. Of course, that was Mammoth WVH performing this Friday at the Pima County Fair. You'll get your VIP upgrade tickets for that here soon because I'll be giving that away here soon. All right, let's get into this story. We still have some 420 fallout. I love how some of these stories kind of trickle to the mainstream.
Yeah.
So there was a woman in her 40s. She got arrested in Vancouver, British Columbia, who have legalized weed a long time ago. So it's they're at a point where weed is like alcohol there. It's normal. But 420 is still a day like Cinco de Mayo that we like to overconsume. Now, police pulled her over and they suspected she was likely on drugs. Now, I'll get to the reason why, but the reason why they pulled her over was multiple people called 911 to report her car was swerving back and forth on a busy street. So she was driving erratically, which is fair. And the cops are like, hey, you can't do that, lady. And they started talking to her and it was like, it's not that she was odd because she could speak clearly and whatnot, but they just felt like something about you makes me think that you're on drugs. And it could have been that maybe her eyes were a little red. They weren't. But it was probably the fact that she was driving with 3 tires. So she had all 4 wheels, but one of her front right wheel didn't have a tire on it. So she was driving on the rim. And if you ever seen like police chases where people driving on the rim, it's literally like fireworks going off. Just sparks going. You could hear it. You could feel it. She was too high to realize this.
Oh, my goodness.
It was like, wow, yeah, busy streets today. So they said that she was probably on drugs. They tested her. They haven't revealed the results because it's weed. It takes a while, but it was 420, so they're just putting 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
Police say the same car was involved in an accident about an hour earlier, and it's not clear if that's when she lost the tire or if it was already missing. They're just like, we don't know how long this lady's been driving around with 3 tires.
So ridiculous.
Yeah, but I guess they could just follow the marks on the road.
Yeah.
The indention into the asphalt.
And the burns from the sparks.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So driving with 3 tires on 420 definitely makes you a morning moron. Let's hit the reset. Be back with more Beef Vegan Presents right after this. All right, so that was Morning Moron, which we had the chick driving around without a tire. So high. You ever been so high, Hot Rock, where you drove around and you realized I'm not in a car?
All the time, homie.
That's good. Well, you know what? Get smoking now. Get your brain ready because we are going to play a triple threat edition of The Last Word coming up here momentarily. I'm just putting together my 3rd category, brand new categories. I'm going to have all 3 play. Nick has played The Last Word before and has won. So he's a returning champion. We're going to see if he could reclaim that crown when he's live in studio against Powers and Hot Rock. But first, if you missed this morning's F My Life, they went a little something like this.
Did you get caught self-loving by your mom?
Awkward.
It is awkward. Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupid.
It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600-KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Time for another round of your F My Life situations. Email it to me at beefvegan@kfma.com. Subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, you can always give us a call right now at 600 KFMA. That's 600-5362. I have OG podcast broadcast streamer Nick in studio weighing in on these FMLs and Powers. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. First email that I got, this one was sent to me by, let me pull it up. Oh, Aubrey. Aubrey said, today my sister got promoted to manager at the store that we both work at. Since company policy states that siblings can't work at the same store if one of them is manager, I was let go.
Oh,
yeah, that sucks. What do you say, Nick? F My Life?
No, I say big baby. She should have moved up before her sister did.
Okay.
cold as ice.
I know. He's cold-blooded, man. What do you say, Powers?
I'm going to say that's a F My Life because maybe she didn't want to sleep with the boss like her sister did.
Oh, assumptions. All right. We'll agree to disagree and move forward. Kip sent me this next email. He just said, today after I gave notice to quit my job 3 weeks ago, and my last day is tomorrow. I found out that all overtime is now $40 an hour.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. After the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. F my life. What do you say, Powers?
Yeah, you shorten yourself, leave money on the table.
Yeah. What do you say, Nick?
F my life on that one.
Oh, surprised you went with F my life. I thought you were just going to call everyone babies today. All right. Yeah. F my life, Kip. I agree. All right. So we'll even hit the trombone on that one. All right, next F my life situation sent to me by Zach said the other day I was pretending a long corridor at work was a catwalk when a coworker walked out just in time to see me prancing around like an idiot. Now the whole building is laughing about it. F my life. What do you say, Nick?
I say big baby. Keep going at it.
All right.
I'm also going to say big baby. Sometimes you got to dance like nobody's watching.
Sachet, touche. Okay. A little weird, Zach, but yeah, big baby, apparently. All right, 2 more left. Don wrote this one. He said, today I was fired. Why? Because I called in sick on my daughter's birthday, even though you cannot abandon work for personal affairs. My boss's favorite employee got to skip work for his wife's birthday 2 weeks ago, and he still works there. F my life. What do you say, Nick?
Yes, F my life on that one.
Yes. What do you say, Powers?
I got to say F my life as well. You don't want to be losing these jobs everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, we got a running theme today for sure. And whenever you get fired, that's an F my life, especially when it's under hypocritical circumstances like you were fired, Don. So good luck in getting another job. Hopefully there's a better one out there for you. Final F my life of the day sent to me by Janet. She said, today I was washing dishes when I picked up a plate and saw a huge spider.
Yeah.
Trying to be nice, I took the plate outside and tried to gently push the spider off. The wind blew it into my eye.
Oh!
All right, keep this F my life emails
Yeah, that's
coming
F
in.
my life. Let me just say it, yeah.
At KFMA.com. We'll let the reset be back with Florida Man and your opportunity to win tickets for Chris Rock next and Beefing Presents.
Folding laundry for too much an hour. I'll say that much.
Yes. What was your name again? So joining us on the phone right now. What was your name again?
Trevor.
Trevor. So Trevor called in and he's just telling us his F my life situation about working at Vans, and he was dating his assistant general manager. And with that, the assistant general manager, somebody snitched on them that they were dating. And corporate came in and gave them a 2-week ultimatum. So one of you guys has to step down from your position. And this man was kind enough to be like, you know what? You're the assistant general manager. I'm just an employee here and I'm banging you. So I'll step away. And not only that, the girl who ended up snitching on him ended up losing her job shortly after because she sucked at her job. Right. And that's a pretty good recap. And then I asked the $1 million question. Well, how hot was she? You know, the assistant general manager. Was it worth losing your job for? Because I'm a giant pervert and I need to know these things. And your response was?
We're still together.
Yeah.
Nice.
So smoking hot.
Yes,
Enough to be
so
a keeper.
That tells you something, huh?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Tells me something. And you still get the Vans discount because she still works there, right?
Exactly. I'm still getting the 50%. What's up?
50%.
I got too many Vans. I can't even hold them in my room anymore. I have to keep them in the closet, and it's actually absurd. But
will you be my Vans dealer, Trevor? Will you be my Vans dealer? I'm always rocking Vans, and I got a teenage daughter, so on the DL. You know, I won't snitch on you like that one chick.
Yeah, now you stop. She's gonna get fired, and you're gonna ruin their hookup.
Maybe you can message me, and we'll talk about it. We'll see.
Yeah, see, this is how you get 50% off Vans. First off, that's all I can afford is 50% off Powers. So don't C block me on the Vans.
Sorry.
Yeah. Secondly, my man.
Hey, they got expensive.
Yeah.
They used to be $40 or $30 back in the day and nothing. And now they're 60, 70, 80, even in the hundreds now.
Right. It's ridiculous. Just for
licensing.
Vans.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And Christina said 50% and 50% off and ass. That's a win-win. So we salute you, Trevor. Thanks for calling and sharing your story, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No worries,
we'll talk
dude.
to y'all later. Appreciate you again.
Yeah, talk to you soon, dude. I appreciate the call, and it was an excellent story. All right, we got the last word coming up here momentarily, and then your beef tip. So yeah, getting 50% discount and booty. That's pretty pimp, man. I don't think I've been in a situation. Have you guys ever been in a dating situation that benefited you not only maybe financially, but just in any kind of monetary way?
I'm listening to Trevor, and I'm saying, why am I not dating somebody in a dispensary right now? I got to figure this out, yo.
You got to talk to Baby K and be like, let's have an
Exactly.
open relationship. Let me just bang someone in a dispensary. It would save us so much money. I think she would allow it if you're getting 50% off weed. I think she'd allow it.
50% off weed. Well, High Rock, that'll only save us $120,000. I'm sorry, $420,000.
Exactly.
Every year.
What about you, Powers?
I've been in the reverse of that, where I was working in an art supply store, and then me and the girlfriend broke up, and that bee had the gall to show up and be like, so can I still get that discount? And I am like, get the out of here.
Right. Yeah.
Live it. She was even started dating my friend afterwards and tried to still like take advantage. I was like, you're a dick. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Right.
I'm not the dick here.
I'm being fair.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. We got 12 seconds before we get into the last word. We're going to do a triple threat edition of the last word. That's how we like to do it here. So 5 seconds before we go on here. Let's do it. Rock 102.1 KFMA. That's Rage Against the Machine with Guerrilla Radio. But you know that it is a Wednesday morning, and I have a full show lined up on the podcast broadcast with OG streamer Nick in studio, and of course, weed rapper extraordinaire Hotrock Supajoint joining us on the podcast broadcast stream. He has his own podcast that airs each and every Weedness night, which is tonight, 7 p.m. You could join Hot Rock and the crew. Just go to superjoint.com and try to keep up with them as far as smoking weed's concerned. They go through copious amounts of it. But I want to play a game since I have all three of you here in studio with Powers. It's time for the last word. Triple threat edition. Okay. Now, all three contestants have won the last word before. So it's like the champion of champion match. Whoever wins this is the champion of all champions.
Oh, good.
So there's a title on the line. Okay. We're going to start off with Nick for being our guest. All right. This, I'm not going to lie to you. This first category is catered to Hot Rock.
Ooh.
All right. So we're going to go around clockwise. It's going to go Nick, Powers, Hot Rock, and then Nick, Powers, Hot Rock as we go around. And whoever gets the last word in 30 seconds wins the round. Best of three wins the game. Here we go. Nick, name a strain of weed and go.
Blueberry Kush.
Blueberry Kush. Powers.
GDP.
GDP. Okay. Hot Rock.
Blue Dream.
Blue Dream.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Oh, Skywalker.
Okay.
Biscotti.
Nice.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Lemon.
Oh, lemon. Yeah.
Skittles.
Yep.
Bubba Kush.
Oh, love that.
AK-47.
Oh, yeah. OG.
Grape 8.
Yep.
ATF. I can't say what it really means because we're
Yeah.
on the radio, yo.
Oh, Hot Rock got that round just by throwing in the joke at the end. That was very nice. Good strategy there, Hot Rock.
Thanks,
All right,
Alvin.
Powers, you're going to start off this next category. Give me a one-word description to nicely describe an ugly person. And go.
Fair.
Fair. Okay, Hot Rock.
Smart.
Smart. Yeah, Nick.
Oh. Nice.
Nice.
Pleasant.
Pleasant.
Excellent personality.
Okay.
A lot of words.
Yeah, I'll
That is a
take it.
lot of-
Enthusiastic.
Okay.
Kind.
Kind. I think we already had kind.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, Powers got that second one. How mad should I be that I've been described all those things? As you're going down the list, I'm like, son of a bitch. What is going on? All right, Hot Rock, you're going to do this last one. If you win this, you win this game. Nick, if you win this, it's going to be a tie. There is no champion of champions. You're all winners in your own right. This one, you got to be more specific. Hot Rock, name me a Nicolas Cage movie and go.
Gone into 60 seconds.
All right, Nick.
Thunderbirds. No, it's not Thunderbirds. I don't even know now.
Yeah, you got this.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. There you go.
Pig.
Yeah, Pig. Awesome movie.
National Treasure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Thunderbirds is an actual movie with Nicolas Cage in it. It's about Apache helicopters.
Got it.
Face Off.
Face Off.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say Face Off.
Oh, Powers with the steal. The champion of champion is Powers. You got 10 seconds to give your congratulations or your celebration speech. Go.
I would like to thank one Mick Foley. I really learned a lot from the hardcore legend who won the last word in a clean sweep the other day. I had the chance to do it. Thank you, Beef. I appreciate the opportunity. Hot Rock, you're great. Nick, it's good you showed up. Oh, everyone and all, thank you so much.
All right, excellent job, excellent job. All right, we're gonna hit the reset. Be back with your beef tip right after this, but we'll keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. So go ahead and join us there. We'll be right back. Clear. Oh, in with the steal there. Look at that. But congratulations. Yeah,
I'll take it. It feels good. I can. Oof.
And then let me see some of these comments. You guys are doing that. Mind blown. All right. So Sarah, you blew Sarah's mind. So congratulations on it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think everybody remembers that he was 0-10 for a while.
That's true. That is very true. Yes, I do remember that. It was great. You were just a layup for anyone else to go up against, which is nice of you to really just kind of spread the wealth, really. You know? All right. Don't know what that comment is. I'm just looking at. I got a notification on Facebook. I posted the meme that I shared today, which I take no credit for, but I thought it was, humorous because I'm a DJ. Was this? I'm going to share this with you right now. Oh.
We just started doing it.
Yeah. It's a little dance break. Where we at? Oh, yeah. Oh. There we go. I shared this one. Teach your children to DJ, and they'll never have money for drugs. That's very fair. Very right. And accurate. Even though I was always the backpacker DJ, how I got into DJing, luckily my buddy Brian was very into Napster. So this is the Napster days, okay, of jacking and streaming music. So the way I became a DJ, and I've told this story before, so forgive me if you heard this before. There was a club opening up in my area town where I worked and partied at and grew up in, called Last Call. And I checked in with them while they were building it up. Like, what are you guys doing here? And they're like, oh, this is going to be a party bar. We're going to be doing contests and drink specials, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, excellent. I have experience being an MC, like running these contests, being live. So I went out to all the different bars in the area. At the time, I was serving tables at P.F. Chang's. So, every night after work, you go out to the bars, you get drunk, and you get laid. That's what you do as a server. It's fantastic. So I went around to all the bars in the area, and I had a petition. I made a petition. I went up to people, and I said, will you sign my petition? And they're like, why? I'm like, well, for me to get a job. And there was a little chuckle. And then so I had them sign their name and their phone numbers, right? And this is before MySpace was even around. Yes. So then I went back to Last Call. And I went to the general manager and I was like, you need to hire me to be your MC. And they're like, why? And I dropped down the petition and I'm like, because I have 500 names and phone numbers of people that go out and party in this area. And I'll call them all, tell them about your place. And by tomorrow, they'll tell 2 friends. You'll have over 1,500 people who will know about your place opening up. And they're like, well, come in later tonight. And I'm like, cool. Right. So I'm in. So I come in ready to, do like a wet t-shirt contest or something. And, there's barely anyone there because nobody knows about it. I haven't called anybody yet. And they stuck me behind a DJ booth. And they're like, here you go. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck you doing? And they're like, well, you're going to DJ. And I'm like, I don't have any music. Like at the time, like literally my CD collection was demos of me rapping. And yeah. And that's it. Like I had nothing. And so they went across the street and went to Walmart, bought some CDs to get me started. And then I had my buddy Brian rip and download a shit ton of music. And so then it was all printed up for me and everything. And I would pay him out. And I ended up getting this backpack case of CDs. And I was always this backpack DJ, right? So ghetto, so broke. But it worked. And but I remember being booked for a strip club. To DJ a strip club, right? One of the guys that saw me DJ at the nightclub was like, hey, you want to make some easy money and see some boobs? And I'm like, you had me at boobs. So I went in and I'm carrying the backpack and the other DJ there, the resident DJ who couldn't work that night but was on his way out, looked at me and just started laughing. He's like, this is what you're bringing? And I'm just like, have this like Fila backpack. I'm like looking like a total scrub. I'm like, yeah, man, we're still gonna get paid the same. What's up? So I don't know why I went through that down that rabbit hole, but the point was, for some reason, downloading music.
You don't remember the point. I think that's the point.
You don't remember the point because I spoke too long. I'm
That
sorry.
was a good story.
Yeah, well,
That was fine. Go for it. I think it was a good story.
did you hear that story before?
One time.
Okay, still. That's,
We've been on the radio for over 10 months. That's okay.
okay. I spread it out.
That's fine.
My point
I
is,
like your petition story. That's a hustler.
that's what I am. Every day I hustle. That's what.
Right.
That's what we do.
Boobs. Thank you, Fred.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just wanted to share that.
Just gotta.
Yeah, I posted that only because, it looks cool on the screen too. Just a word. All right, so here's a message on Facebook. My friend Nicole, she posted this story. She said, "Dude on Facebook messaged me being really gross," and she responded with some disrespect, right? Because she's like, "Fuck you," like you just slide in my DMs and you're being like super gross, and we're not even talking. Like I don't even know you.
Yeah.
Right? She's just another one of these hot chicks on Facebook, right? So this is your lesson of what not to do today. The guy literally sent him a picture of his butthole. So sent Nicole a picture of his butthole as a response to her being messed up. So imagine this guy being so upset and butthurt, right, that he got denied shooting his worst shot towards a total stranger. Like basically like, hey, you're hot. You want to do dirty things to me? Like, no, obviously not. And he's like, oh, how dare that bitch? Oh, I'll show her. And get there and like pull it apart a little bit and then really get that good shot. If you're taking a picture of your butthole, you don't get that on the first shot. This guy, I'm imagining this guy took at least 7 pictures of his butthole, then stared into the abyss before hitting send.
That's a little off
He had to
center.
select which one that he liked.
Yeah. Maybe throw a filter on it.
Yes.
Yeah. Portrait
de-age
mode.
it. Yeah.
Portrait
Lighten
mode.
up this little
de-age it.
area.
Yeah. Put some like
Turn
warm
it
fuzz.
green like Hot Rock does.
Yeah. Do I want to send like 70s butthole, like vintage butthole, or black and white artsy butthole?
Oh, movie butthole from the VHS.
Yeah. So now he got all hurt, and now he's commenting on all her stuff. Like he didn't just ask for coochie. So he's like, it was a nice little Facebook drama that I came across. I just want to share that story with you.
That's fun.
What filter would you use if you took a picture of your butthole? That's what I want to know.
Oh,
Shiny Fox. I do Shiny Fox, so it would have like the extra eyelashes on it.
That's amazing. And then you could also call it your foxhole.
Foxhole.
Very good.
I do the HDR.
HDR.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go with that new crisp iPhone 13 butthole look.
Oh yes.
Okay.
I want every dimple.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Powers?
I don't know if it's Amaro or Juno is my favorite Insta filter. I'll have to check. We'll see. But
Okay.
maybe a good black and white. I like a noir butthole.
A brown and white? Would that work?
Brown. Well, it is brown and white. I figure
Yeah.
we'll just make this thing look like a Zack Snyder film.
Yeah. So what?
Slow motion.
I would use. There's an artistic filter. I've done this with my balls. And I would do that with the beehole too. And then it probably looked like a Jackson Pollock or something. I don't know if Jackson Pollock is the right artist. You're an artist. I'm sure there's some like a Warhol. Is that what they call that? An Andy Warhol? I don't know. And then put four different images there.
Just different colors.
And that's artistic. I don't care who you are. That's classy. We got 5 seconds to wrap things up. Where's my side of beef sauce? All right. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. If you're not listening to the podcast broadcast, we just cured cancer. So that was a pretty big deal.
That is what happened.
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. We weren't talking about anything else but curing cancer because we're
Certainly.
very highbrow here. All right. I'd like to thank our guest today, Mr. Hotrock Supajoint. Don't forget to join him later tonight at 7 p.m. Superjoint.com to join the podcast. Also, OG streamer Nick, thanks for coming in. We will see you this Friday when the
Thank you.
Tucson Roadrunners play their last game of the season. We're going out in full-blown celebration style. It's going to be a party. You could join us at Beef's Cheap Seats. The password will be out tomorrow. I'll let you know all about it so you can get your 50% off tickets. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for the show today. But don't worry, tomorrow morning we'll continue to give away tickets for Five Finger Death Punch and Chris Rock and upgrade VIP tickets to Mammoth WVH. Till then, got Riley up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
Shout out to Austin.
When you wish upon a side of beef, soon
Later,
will
guys.
come an end to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.